My name's Carty Shoen.
My name is Jake Peck.
Welcome to Auburn University. This is the 2024 School of B.A.S.S.
Yeah, so this season, Carty and I are going to have a camera on us for the next 3 events, hopefully 4. You guys are going to get to see the behind-the-scenes look of what it's like to be a full-time college angler and college student here at a university like Auburn, which is, a lot different than a lot of these other colleges that, doing private school stuff. We've gotten to see the best of both sides, and there's a reason that we both picked Auburn. So we're excited to show you guys a little bit around campus today. And here in the next 2 days, we're going to get ready to head to Lake Murray. So
kick off the season. Welcome to our lives.
So yeah, we just wrapped up our 8 a.m. classes. This is my first semester ever having an 8 a.m. So being a fisherman, we're used to getting up early, but I've been dragging a little bit at this first class of the day. And then Carty and I just got such good chemistry, like not only in the boat, but just as boys, that we both scheduled haircuts at 10 o'clock this morning. So
didn't even plan that. That's just in our veins. It's kind of something that just happens casually when you have a brother like that. You're just in sync.
So I'm about to be late for my haircut. I'm
literally getting.
Got 19 minutes to get my haircut before we start. Carty and I are gonna go do that. He's gonna get his hair braided. I'm probably also gonna get cornrows.
We're gonna look good. Double cornrows. That'll be slick.
And then
do rag on.
Lunch.
Yeah, let's get Chick-fil-A or something. W.
Yeah, sounds good.
You got that fire on.
We'll see y'all at lunch.
So we're sitting in the U-Haul truck outside the Bass Shack. We're kind of just gearing up for this first event here on Lake Murray.
Yeah, man, we wrapped up our classes this afternoon, and we're leaving for Lake Murray in a couple days. Every college guy that fishes, these events knows what I'm talking about whenever we say that we're sitting in class and you're 1 week away from the event and it starts taking over your mind a little bit. Paying attention in class is a little bit harder. There's a lot that goes into these events, and like I said, I know all the college fishermen, know exactly what I'm talking about. The preparation doesn't start, whenever you get to the lake for the week. It starts right now, and it's Bassmaster season.
Yeah, it's game time.
It's springtime, which means that we get to start fishing bass events, and as a college fisherman, these are the ones that you're looking forward to all year long.
Murray, Kentucky Lake, and Saginaw Bay, 3 incredible fisheries. I'm personally hoping to go catch them on a jig at Murray, just because I like jig fishing. I know it's cold. You go find some brush or some rock piles. I think there's going to be some fish on there. Of course, you never really know until you're on the water and you're actually seeing it all in person.
Yeah, we got some interesting weather heading in next week, especially around Derby Day. Being in Alabama and kind of down south, whenever it gets really cold like this and around Lake Murray, these fish, obviously it's an adjustment, like any animal. So the weather change is going to be pretty drastic next week. It's going to get really warm. It's going to start raining Thursday, I believe, which is the day before the event. And so practice is always a time to go out and get a lay of the land and get a feel for things. I never like trying to get too tuned into a bite during practice. I always say you got to leave something up to instinct on game day to be able to make, the right decisions and things like that, and just trusting your intuition to make those decisions for you on the fly. I feel like all the events where things have really gone down. I think off the bat we're probably going to go keep some live scope stuff on us. Maybe looking for bait and fish that are pushing bait. I'm from Oklahoma around the Ozarks and lived in Missouri for a year, so I feel really comfortable putting a crankbait in my hand and starting shallow or looking for a reaction bite. I think with the weather getting warmer, it might open the door a little bit. Try to maybe find some fish that are willing to move and aren't frozen from this cold weather. So we'll see. But really looking forward to Lake Murray. And then we got Kentucky, which we got to spend a little bit of time on.
Yeah, we know a little bit about it.
Season. It was, honestly pleasantly surprised to see the way that Kentucky is kind of rebounding right now.
Yeah.
So honestly, and it's going to be a great time of the year. I feel like Bassmaster hit it on the head with the timing. So I feel like
spawn should be.
I feel like that's going to be a pretty crazy event. Definitely going to be a sleeper event. I know a lot of guys see that lake on the schedule and maybe shy away from it a little bit just because of the reputation it's built in the past in a few years, but from the carp or whatever it is. But I'm pretty stoked for that one, and then
Saginaw Bay is gonna be Saginaw Bay.
Yeah.
You have never been there, have you?
I've been there once my freshman
been
year. Whenever I was fishing with Bo. So yeah, I've been there. It's smallmouth fishing though, and he's from Arizona, and I'm from Oklahoma, and it's like we don't have a smallmouth around to go get to learn that stuff. So it's
gonna be fun.
I feel like that's the one that's kind of like the wild card for us, just because I'm not super comfortable doing it, but it's such a cool opportunity to be able to like travel this far for an event and get these experiences as a young fisherman. So
yeah, explore the country. It's sweet. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be awesome weather.
Yeah, and I mean, whenever you're looking at the schedule at the beginning of the year, like you're looking at lakes you want to go do good at and stuff, but getting your teeth kicked in and learning is such a huge part of what we do. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure we're gonna see some ups and some downs throughout this series, which is perfectly fine. We're going to try to keep it as real with you guys as possible.
We're going to keep it real.
And,
we're going to keep it real.
Keep it raw. So.
Yeah.
We're not going to sugarcoat anything. There's going to be some heartbreak. There's going to be some dap-ups in the boat.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for.
But, man, it's definitely a cool opportunity to be able to do what we do and be college fishermen. There's not another sport that travels and is gone,
is gone this often.
As much as we are.
Has to balance as much as we do. Of course, we never show up to an event not looking to win. If you go with any other mentality, I think you're setting yourself up for failure. It's not always realistic, but you got to shoot for the stars. So you fall down a cloud, man. And we're gonna go out there and definitely shoot. What's goals for the year?
Ultimately, I feel like going into a Bassmaster season, like my goal has always been to make the national championship. You go to an event, you're cutting up with the boys in the parking lot, and it's like, hey, what's going to be natty cut, you think?
Like, did you qualify? You think you're going to
make
it?
The Bassmaster National Championship is one that you always want to end up at.
That's a very realistic and tough goal to achieve, but it's a very realistic goal.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's been, I've been blessed enough to qualify both years of my college to go fish it, and it's like those events where you qualify are just like the drive home, just knowing like if you still have a couple events left in the season or whatever it is, that the
huge
pressure's
weight off your shoulders.
Bit.
Yeah. Like I got to qualify my first year, and it was like we did it. Like year one, I checked it off the list. But the biggest thing is it's not easy to qualify at all. You really have to go out there and catch them, and you have to beat a lot of good anglers. So it's no joke, and it's not something you stumble upon. It's kind of something you got to work for.
No, yeah, you got to earn it for sure. These guys are hammers, and it's super, super competitive. So I think qualifying for the national championship is definitely probably my one of my big goals.
Yeah.
Like Carty said, like you always go out to an event with the intentions of winning. So we're gonna go compete and get all we got. At the same time, like what Carty was talking about, also like this is my first year transitioning into being in the driver's seat. So I've gotten to learn a lot from a bunch of guys and been blessed to spend time in the boat with dudes who are a lot better than me. But like for me, just this transition into taking the reins is it's a time to learn and to get your teeth kicked in a little bit. I talked about it on the stage after Norfolk. It's like all these events where you go and you get your teeth kicked in and things don't go your way, or you're just one bite away from making the cut, or whatever it is. Yeah. Whenever it all comes together and you're fishing on those days where you can't mess anything up and everything goes right, it's like
best moment of your life.
Yeah, there's nothing better than that. So that's our game plan. We're gonna go swinging, try to capitalize on every opportunity that we get.
We're lucky enough to be able to get filmed for the School of Bass this year. It's gonna be a crazy opportunity. We're gonna take you guys along this entire ride. I can't be happier at the opportunity to be able to do this with one of my best friends, with an amazing crew. It's just going to be sweet. And you guys are going to get really never before seen look into what just one boat does every day. The ups and the downs, the ins and outs of what we do, how we think, and how we catch them.
Yeah, no doubt. Like what Carty said, like we're super thankful for the opportunity. It's difficult to explain to someone that doesn't understand the sport of bass fishing what we do from a day-to-day basis. Whether it's like what you guys saw today, like jumping around and going to classes and all of that stuff, and then coming to hang out with the boys at the Bass Shack. Like, there's a lot that goes into it that people don't understand. And so being able to have this opportunity to kind of showcase what it's like to be a college fisherman, it's a super cool opportunity, and we're stoked to kick it off with you guys.
This is our lives, this is what we do. We're just excited to get this year going. We'll see you guys at Lake Murray.